These women between 50 and 60 years old are now the focus of attention within their company in Hamburg. They are going through perimenopause, a phase that can last from 10 to 15 years before menstruation ends, a subject that has long been taboo and yet particularly trying for some women like Martina.
It started with moments where I slept poorly, I couldn't concentrate, I was very emotional, something I didn't recognize in myself.
Like her, 80 to 90% of women suffer from symptoms related to menopause. So here, they decided to take action.
Here we have a shower in case we sweat a lot and need to freshen up.
Starting with the facilities. But for Martina, it's mainly flexible hours that make the difference.
What really helps is the flexibility we're given in terms of hours and location. Being able to say, I got up this morning but don't feel good, and can actually choose to work from home, or start a little later, finish earlier, and get some rest.
Pioneer, this major textile brand, now caters to the needs of its employees. Today, the company's health managers are taking online training to better understand the issues surrounding menopause.
Studies show us that women aged 55 and over want to retire earlier.
During this period, 1 in 4 women reduced their hours, even though they are at the peak of their skills.
For me, it was precisely during this period that my peak performance began, and I still have it. My children are no longer at home, they can manage without me with the grandchildren. For women, this is truly the time when you can give it your all. To give that up would be a big mistake.
In the midst of a labour shortage, many companies are now following this path. The 45 to 55-year-olds now represent the largest age group on the German labour market, and they are precisely the ones being hit hardest. In Berlin, Nicola Hochkeppel left 20 years in cultural PR after she started going through perimenopause.
When it started, it completely took me by surprise. I had no idea what was happening to me or to my body. A friend then said to me, you know, it could be hormones. And then I thought, what? Hormones?
This realisation led her to a career change. She founded a private menopause consulting practice and campaigns for better treatment.
All women aged 40 and over should receive an information sheet explaining that if they experience the following symptoms: muscle and joint pain, sleep disturbances, difficulty concentrating, it could be menopause. So go see your gynecologist or menopause counsellor.
Once a month, Nicola also opens the doors of her salon to host a gathering, open to all, where experts freely exchange information on women's health.
Today, here are the 3 themes: taboo, women over 50, and sex.
It's precisely thanks to this kind of group that we feel we're not alone, and it gives us the courage to speak more openly.
Tonight, there are about 20 women and a few men.
It's not just women who are affected. Indirectly, all men are too, because all men have wives, partners, mothers, sisters, cousins, friends. In principle, it concerns everyone.
Circles like this are emerging all over the country, and the issue has even made its way into Parliament. A few months ago, for the first time in its history, the Bundestag debated menopause in a full plenary session. The issue is now included in the government's coalition agreement, a step forward championed in particular by this CDU MP.
First, there's the economic cost, 9.4 billion euros. And of course, it also affects the women themselves. It's not just about money. We're talking about millions of women affected. It's important that we finally bring this issue out of the shadows and talk about it openly, because that's the only way we can improve conditions. And much medical research remains based on studies and diagnoses of men. That has to stop.
The Department of Health has just launched a national dialogue with healthcare professionals and associations. The aim is to establish perimenopause as an occupational health issue.